Hello, welcome back. It has been a couple weeks, hasn't it? And I'd like to say that I'm sorry for not posting every weekend as I said that I would. Life came up, and so today's video is not going to be a traditional video, you guys. What we're going to be chatting about today is just a little bit of life update and a little bit of rambling and talking about what's been going on with me, which I guess is the same as a life update. But first and foremost, if you're still subscribed to my channel after me being gone for 2 weeks, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I appreciate the support, and I appreciate you being understanding and allowing me to take the time that I needed. So what happened first? Well, I got injured. Just to talk about that for a little bit. So as you guys know from previous videos, I have been on a weight loss crusade. Like, a journey isn't even the right word to describe what I have been doing to make myself a better person and a healthier person at that. Yeah, I injured myself. So I was working out at the gym one morning, and I was really trying to work on my lunge depth. And yeah, my core wasn't strong enough for that yet. So I couldn't successfully shift my weight back onto both the knee that was trying to get to the ground and the knee that was bent. So all of the weight went onto my right knee, all 347 pounds of it. And so there was no pop, there was no nothing traumatic like that. It just hurt. And it still hurts. And so I got it checked, and I got some tests ran on it, and I determined that I have a medial meniscus tear on my right knee, and I haven't really been able to exercise. It's killing me. But it's just a small bump in the road of my very long road trip, and I do have to go to physical therapy. Sorry, I'm trying to put my knee up because it's hurting. I'm trying to do whatever I can to make it not uncomfortable. But I do have to do physical therapy for 4 to 6 weeks, and right now I'm approved to swim, and I can push past the discomfort, but I can't push to the point of pain. So it's still quite limited, and my physician has advised me against any high impact exercises for at least another 75 pounds, because apparently your knees are not very forgiving. So if you injure them, they give you trouble forever. So she really wants me to get my weight down a little bit more before I get back into running, which makes me sad. You guys, I had written down one of my goals for 2018 was to participate in a 5K. And when I wrote that, I didn't mean to walk it. So hopefully I will be on the mend. Hopefully I get closer to another 75 pounds down by the end of this year, and maybe take part in the 5K at the end of this year or the beginning of next. So there's that. Second life update. First, let's address, before we get into that heavy topic, first, let's address the fact that the lighting still sucks in here. I did hang up some artwork for you guys, and I actually painted these myself. So I did do that to give you something to look at other than this. Today, yeah, there's no makeup on again, and I'm going to stop making excuses for that, because when I wear it 5 days a week, okay, let's be real, 4 to 5 days a week, I just really don't feel like doing it on the weekends, and that's pretty much it. And the hair is curly because my hair is ambidextrous. Does that work? Because I could be straight or curly. Does that work? I think that can work. So my hair is ambidextrous, and it can be curly or straight, and curly was faster. And so this is just what I went with today. So yeah, but the lighting still sucks, and I'm very much aware of that. So whew. you guys, I'm going to get through this next part and I'm going to not cry. Let's talk a little bit about experiencing loss. I've experienced a lot of loss in my lifetime, and sometimes it's harder than others. First, let's talk about the different types of loss. First, there's a type of loss where it's sudden and you're angry and you're upset and you didn't see it coming, and there are all the what could I have done differently? What should I have said to that person? I wish I had done this. And then there's the loss where it's gradual and you have time to prepare for it and you expect it. And when it happens, you're almost at peace with it. Yeah, I've never gotten the expected loss. It's always just very unexpected. Always on someone else's terms. So, earlier this month was the 1-year anniversary of my now old best friend's mother's very tragic, unexpected passing. So, a couple of weekends ago, I went out to their house, which is over an hour drive from mine, because she is buried on their property, and I got to honor what an amazing person she was, and how much I miss her, and how she really was the glue holding everybody together. My best friend's family has been a part of my family for as long as I can remember. I've known my old best friend's brother. We went to school together, and he and I drifted apart for a considerable amount of time after school was over, and then in our young adult lives we reconnected, and then his older brother and I became very close friends, and he and I have been very close friends for over 10 years, and at this point in time we're not best friends anymore. And I don't really know how I feel about that, because so I moved to Northwest Arkansas from Colorado to be closer to their family, and so not only did I lose his mom like a year ago, I've lost him, and probably won't see his dad or his brother that I went to school with very often either. And that's just, it's one of those things, I guess, people come and go in your life, and this is just one of those goes. What is that saying that they say, you guys? People come into your life for a reason or a season, and maybe this was just a really long season. And because he is making that choice to pursue other things in his life that doesn't include him having a female best friend, it doesn't suck any less for me. While I can hear what he says, I don't agree with it, but I don't really get a say in the matter, and so yeah. When you lose someone from your life, whether they die or whether you just don't have them around anymore, it doesn't make it any less awful. So yeah, that's kind of what's been going on. I've been trying to figure out what do I do, because he was my person, and yeah, we've just been best friends for years, and whether something good happened to me in my life or whether something bad happened to me in my life, he was the person that I always would FaceTime or text. And so now when either of those situations arise in my life, I kind of really don't know who to talk to. So I just don't talk to anybody. And, yeah. So that's what's going on with me. Just a whole barrage of things coming my way, starting with getting injured and losing the ability to work out as hard as I have been, and then honoring the tragic death of someone that was very close to me, and then honoring the loss of someone who was even closer. But that's okay. I always make it through, and there's no choice but to make it through. And it's just a horrible process trying to make it through. But I will come out on the other side, you guys. I promise I will. And I appreciate all of you being so patient and so loving and supportive of me. If you follow me on Facebook, you have an idea of what's been going on in my life and how much it's just put a damper in my overall mood every single day. But it'll be okay. It will be okay. If you're someone who recently or otherwise has experienced a loss in your life, it's okay to be sad. It really is okay. And sometimes you feel like you need to be strong and to put on your game face and just get through it. But it's okay to take a little bit of time for you. It's all still a grieving process, whether they passed away or otherwise. So lots and lots and lots of positive thoughts, if you guys don't mind, for my need to quickly make a recovery so I can get back into the gym. I'm really missing my Pilates class, and I really want to go to it, but that requires you to get up and down off the floor a lot, and I'm afraid to put that much pressure on my knee, even though it would be an equal distribution, because obviously I would use both knees. But I haven't gained any weight, and I've lost a pound in the last 3 weeks, but definitely a slower pace of progression than I had hoped for. But we'll make it through, because I always do. So, and that was a very unintentional, very courting rhyme, and you're welcome for that. And I'm gonna go. I love you all. Thank you so much for tuning in. It really, really means the world. And I will see you next week, and I will be back with a wonderful story time next week. Have a great, great Sunday, you guys, and make the most of next week. Bye.